Hello guys, this is DGM Slayer. Yes, I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet for this episode as I have people in this house sleeping, and this video is currently being recorded in my parents' house because I'm home for Easter break and Easter weekend. Happy holidays to everyone ahead of time. Happy holidays to everyone who is watching this video. So, we're basically gonna get into the backstory of Metal Gear Solid. This is episode 5, and the very next episode will be the finale for season 1. Yes, all these episodes have been counting towards the bigger picture. Now, before I get any deeper, I want to thank everyone who has been watching my videos. I know there's been a couple of gaps here and there, but I want to reassure you that I will get back on track. It's just the holidays came around, just it got busy and hectic. I'm sorry for my employee not posting or doing anything for the channel. She's been dealing with her own problems. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Quote, "For us, there is no victory. Snake. There lived a man who was a legend among mercenaries, a man who put together a formidable unit of soldiers of fortune, long before the advent private military companies that dared to call itself a nation. A man who, with his nation at his back, made an enemy of modern capitalist society and the world. This is his story." Quote, "We're not mercenaries, we're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business, a new kind of business. Miller. Known by codenames such as Snake and later Big Boss, he proved himself as an agent of the U.S. Special Forces Unit Fox. But a certain incident spurred him to part ways with the military, and he is said to have roamed the world's war zones as a gun for hire. In 1974, Snake and his partner Miller were running a small merc outfit in Colombia when they were visited by a man claiming to be a professor of Costa Rica's University for Peace. According to this professor, there had been several incidents involving a mysterious armed group in Costa Rica, a country without a military of its own. The professor was occupied by one of his students, a girl named Paz, who had been abducted and assaulted by this group. The professor and Paz offered to hire Snake to drive the group out of Costa Rica. However, Snake saw through this deception in an instant. Quote, "My name is Paz, and I would do anything to protect my namesake." The professor was actually a KGB agent, and the armed group in question backed by the CIA. The Cold War was no stranger to such overseas clandestines operations between US and Soviet agents, but the CIA's motives were a mystery. Paz had escaped from one of their CIA group's facilities with a cassette tape. On it was a voice of a woman known as the Mother of Special Forces, the Boss. With a popular song from 1973 playing in the background, it was reasonable to conclude that the re-recording was made recently. Snake was stunned. The Boss was supposed to be dead. What was she doing in Costa Rica? Quote, "I'll do it for the girl, for Paz." Snake. The Boss was Snake's mentor, and the only woman he had ever loved. But 10 years prior, Snake was forced to take the Boss's life as part of a mission, a bitter memory that still haunted him. Despite realizing that she simply could not have survived, Snake was unable to turn the professor down, telling himself he was intervening as a deterrent for a defenseless country, as well as the honor of the virtue of Paz's name, peace. Snake departed for Costa Rica. Once there, he ran into a unit of the Senate National Liberation Front that had fled Nicaragua. After rising up against the pro-American Somoza regime, these rebels had become targets for the CIA group, who killed the commandante and left unit in shambles. "Everyone treats me like a child, and I can't stay anymore." Chico. Quote, Snake rescued the Sanadaste and invited them back to Mother Base, the new offshore base of operations provided to them by the KGB. Fallen Commandante's children, Amanda and Chico, saw something at their hero, Chico Vera, and Snake, and grew to idolize him, that triggered a rapid expansion of Snake's forces. However, he was still no closer to discovering what the CIA was really up to in Costa Rica. Snake then encountered Huey, a wheelchair-bound scientist being forced to work for the CIA. Huey revealed the CIA's terrifying plot. They were developing a system by which, following radar detection of an enemy nuclear launch, an AI would analyze all available data and automatically execute a retaliatory nuclear strike at the appropriate targets. Although designed to increase the power of nuclear deterrence, Codeman, the CIA's Central American Station chief, planned to actually launch a nuke to demonstrate the effectiveness of automated retaliation. This demonstration was only 5 days away. Snake rushed to the development lab to stop their AI from being completed. Quote, "You've left everything behind, your country, your identity, your past and ideals, but there's still one thing you haven't let go of, Miller." Upon infiltrating the lab, Snake was greeted by the voice from the tape, the same voice as his lost mentor, but this was in fact the voice of the retaliatory system's AI. Its developer, Dr. Strangelove, had selected the boss, the so-called greatest soldier who had ever lived. As the AI's intellectual model, however, succumbing to personal obsession, Strangelove had deviated from research's original purpose. Not only had she reproduced the boss' voice, she was on the verge of bringing her psychic back to life in AI form, driven by a bizarre kind of love. What if the boss could truly be revived in every detail, if only in AI form? Snake hesitated as Strangelove's idea touched his sense of loss. His guard down, Snake was immediately captured. The boss's AI was completed in piecework. The nuclear-equipped walking battle tank housing a retaliation AI system went active. Snake, "I was made to fight. I am a gun." Snake fought in vain as Peace Walker prepared to fire the nuke. But in the face of a catastrophe, it was ultimately a machine that saved mankind from nuclear annihilation. The boss's AI sank Peace Walker to the bottom of the lake, stopping the launch. With the crisis behind him, Snake took advantage of his recent mobilization to continue Mother Base's expansion indefinitely. Snake understood that the AI had acted to save the world, but that did not change the fact that this system, based on the boss' mind, had chosen, at least, to lay down its weapon as a weapon himself. Snake felt the act to be a rejection of his life. Undeterred, Snake and Miller invited Dr. Huey and Strangelove to Mother Base to develop Metal Gear Zeke, a bipedal weapon they eventually equipped it with a nuclear warhead, suddenly making them a nuclear power. Meanwhile, Mother Base took in Paz, already an orphan but now left without even her KGB benefactor following the end of the crisis. However, this was all engineered by the intelligence agency known as Cypher. Under Cypher's orders, Paz got close to Amanda, Chica, and the others while exploring more and more of the base. Secretly plotting to hijack Zeke, her objective was to use the weapon as a bargaining chip to force Snake into becoming the military arm for Cypher. Paz's attempt failed when Snake defeated Zeke, and she was thrown beneath the waters of the Caribbean. It was only then that Snake learned Chico had fallen in love with her. A diary she kept while on the base was discovered several days later. It revealed a young girl torn between serving Cypher and following her heart. Perhaps due to Paz revealing the existence of Snake's nuke to Cypher, the International Atomic Energy Agency contacted Mother Base to request that it agree to a nuclear inspection. If word got out that Snake's unit had a nuclear weapon, it would face severe criticism from around the world. Huey, acting on his own, informed the IAEA that the Mother Base would allow the inspection. His reasoning was that as long as they kept Zeke and his nuke hidden from the inspectors, they could demonstrate to the international community that they were not a threat. The option to call off the inspection as having expired, Snake and his men reluctantly got preparations underway. Meanwhile, Amanda, deployed to Cuba to assist the Sanadantes, learned that Paz had survived. The timing could not have been worse, suspecting her of her turning back on the organization. Cypher had captured Paz and was interrogating her at the U.S. military base on the southern tip of Cuba. Chico learned of this and set out to save Paz himself. It was not long before a radio message from Chico reached Mother Base saying he too had been captured. With an idea as Cypher's true identity, Snake could not allow Chico and Paz to fall in enemy hands. Furthermore, he could rescue Paz. He might not get the information from her that would help fight him back and against Cypher. On the eve of the nuclear inspection, Snake made a decision to leave for Cuba. Hope you guys enjoyed the background of Metal Gear Solid. Now that y'all know, the finale will pop up and will be out tomorrow afternoon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.